Well, thanks everybody for being here. I'm Richard Barrera. I'm the Vice President of the San Diego Unified School Board. And tomorrow night, President Petterson and I will introduce a resolution to be voted on by our colleagues on the board in support of Prop 50. As everybody knows, Prop 50 is the ballot measure November 4th. Well, Californians will get a chance to vote on redistricting for congressional seats that would then apply to the 2026 elections. Look, it's very clear why we as a group of educators are here today in support of this initiative. What we have seen since January from the Trump administration has been a relentless assault on our students, our families, our educators, and our schools. And we have seen a Congress that is more interested in pacifying Donald Trump than in standing up for our local communities and our local schools, and enough is enough. We have seen tactics of armed federal agents, masked federal agents, literally pulling our parents out of their cars as they're there to drop off students or pick students up from school. That is an intentional effort to intimidate our families, and it has direct impact not only on our families who are separated from their children, but on every family, on every student in a school where that happens. We've seen the federal government, the Trump administration, withhold funding that has already been appropriated by Congress, funding for before and after school and summer programming, funding for teacher training, funding for support of English learners, a variety of different types of funds that the Congress actually decided was good for kids and students in schools. And then when the Trump administration just said on a whim, we don't feel like releasing that money to schools, we heard nothing from the leadership in this Congress, including from members of Congress in California. And now we see a budget being put forward which points to devastating, unprecedented cuts to Title I programs that support students in poverty, to those very same programs for childhood nutrition, summer school, after school, teacher training, support for English learners. And we've seen a decision by this Congress to go along with the Trump administration to spend 4 times the amount that they are currently spending on special education to do private school vouchers for families who can already afford private school. So rather than meeting their obligation to fully fund special education, they've decided to spend 4 times that amount on private school vouchers rather than to support schools and to support our students with disabilities. We've seen this Congress actually spend 10 times the amount that they do on special education to hire more immigration agents to meet their quotas that are based in racism and intimidation. So rather than invest the money in schools, in our students with disabilities, in our after-school programs that support working families, and all of the types of programs and services that support our students, we see this Congress just blindly go along with whatever Donald Trump wants to do and not stand up to him. We will stand up to him in California. Our educators, our families, our school board members up and down this state, educators in California are saying enough is enough. And if we don't have a Congress that's willing to stand up to this president, we'll do it in California. And we'll make sure that next year a new Congress is elected that cares more about schools and students and families than they do about the intimidation tactics of Donald Trump.